myself. Oh no, give me that cell. Oh, I gotta go like Cobain. 8 years to the grave, gone insane. My blood got propane. How you gon' go and throw my name with shame? Already cross-faded, making it to the disco. I hate it, and you know how this goes. You framed it, picture painted in my room. This that real life shit, not on Zoom. Got the scene in it.
Make sure you subscribe to JerCrispy.
What's up, y'all? It shows the most JerCrispy. Welcome back in another video. Adventure Time surprise you a lesson about loneliness. This is something new. I wanted to go ahead and start watching this. I put this on the like list. Y'all make sure y'all go run up all them other videos that I've been posting consistently. Like always, I do. You know, go ahead, run that up. I need my little double views. Go ahead, get them bitches double views. Like, comment. Make sure y'all say something. I mean, I got some guy trying to correct my every word. Don't know. That guy is weird. I think so. I think he didn't take a shower in 5 days. But let's go ahead and get on to this video. Real nigga shit.
Adventure Time doesn't just show us what loneliness means. It also teaches us how we can find strength in being alone, or even pave our path forward from it.
Right.
Its world is rich with symbolism, like characters who mean something to us in the real world, even if they don't truly exist. The ice elementals and other users of ice magic are a brilliant example of this. It all stemmed from the very first ice elemental, none other than Urgence Evergreen. Evergreen lived in the very, very distant past, long before the Mushroom War. It's here that Evergreen has gathered the other
Low-key said the Mushroom War was like low-key when I was little. Dead ass creepy. I ain't lying to you. The list to this day as a little ass nigga. That nigga still creepy as a bitch. Nigga ate Billy. That shit crazy as fuck, bro. And then the whole lizard dead ass wanted just to be it's like the fucking master.
elementals in an attempt to stop a comet from destroying their world.
Discuss? Are you listening, Chatsberry? When this comet hits, everybody dies.
He's willing to do anything to protect his world and lays out a plan on how they can stop the comet.
We build a crown.
A crown?
But this crown will rely on wish magic, and if it's used wrong, it could doom them all. So the elementals reject his plan. Already we see the dynamic here. The 3 other elementals stand against him, and Evergreen stands alone.
We reject your plan, Urgence Evergreen.
Very well then. You leave me no choice.
He's obsessed with stopping the comet by himself, and though he cares about the world around him, he's also willing to hurt it to achieve his goal. It's here we're also introduced to Gunther, his student, who's obsessed with Evergreen and learning to use ice magic just like he does.
Gunther! Pack my things, Gunther. We ride forthwith for Mount Magwood. You get to watch me save the world.
But obsession isn't connection. Whenever Gunther tries to learn from Evergreen, the Ice Master pushes him away. He treats Gunther like a slave, shunning any attempt at connection whatsoever. This is a loneliness driven by his own self-admiration.
Master Evergreen, can I ride on the palanquin with you? My feet are soft. No, you're right.
Urgence Evergreen is...
That's fucked up, bro. I ain't even gonna hold what you're saying. I hate to see stuff like that, bro. I don't know, sir. But they happen in a lot of cartoons, though. So that's why this cartoon there might be the most relatable stuff. So
is one of the most powerful ice elementals we'll see in the show.
Damn.
But he's very egotistical. Anyone who tries to help him, they're pushed away. And in the end, his pride isolates him. He fights the other elementals who are trying to stop him from creating it and goes on a quest together with Gunther to create it themselves. In the end, he succeeds in creating it, but when Evergreen is trapped by the lava dog, whom he had to defeat to create it, Gunther is forced to use the crown. But Gunther doesn't know how to use magic, because Evergreen didn't teach him this whole time.
Use a concentration spell or a basic focusing charm like I taught you. I mean, like I meant to teach you.
His pride and his self-imposed isolation led to his downfall, and the whole world paid for it. Gunther's biggest wish is granted, and his sole wish...
So, hold on, wait a minute. So they died? I thought that was just a whole story the whole time. Damn, that's crazy.
...was to become just like his mentor, Urgence, instead of defeating the comet.
Gunther, no! Gunther, no! Gunther, no! Gunther, no! Gunther, no! Gunther, no!
It's a great metaphor to the reality where we create our own pain by refusing to leave the bubble we've trapped ourselves in, even when others reach out to help. You can say it might be a bit of an urgent situation.
Oh,
It's even more prominent in the next ice
nigga,
elemental.
hold up. I don't know damn well this nigga Gunther did not slap that nigga, slap his own little pet. That was his own company. Look at the anger in this nigga face. This nigga.
Urgent situation.
Hold up. Then just did my man's like this, bro. Had this nigga eye down looking at the dirt, bro. You fucked up, bro.
It's even more prominent in the next ice elemental, Patience Saint Pym.
Do you wanna be my acolyte?
At first, Pym seems nice enough. She's engaging and friendly enough, but there's an icy undertone in everything she does.
Right.
While Ice King, Finn, and Jake try to open up to her at first, it goes wrong when they tip her off about where the current incarnations of the other elementals are. Already sensing something's wrong, try to stop her, but her personality does a 180 kickflip.
Okay, Jake.
That orb of ice and the symbolism behind it is beginning to make a lot more sense, right? Whether she inherited the selfish nature, ignoring the desires of others for her own self-interest, or just simply grew up like that, Pym is isolated and icy because of her own decisions. There's no remorse even after she freezes Finn and Jake and forces Ice King to kidnap the princesses.
I freeze myself for the future out of the goodness of my heart, and they shoot slime at me?
She seems to want connection, but she doesn't want to reach out or understand anyone else. It's her mindset that she was right. She has always been right. But this mindset is untenable. It's not something that can ever truly be sustained if you really do want connection.
Right.
It's exactly that which makes Patience Saint Pym ruin everything, simply from her selfish nature.
She's in Simon's fortress and she's ruined the whole world and all our friends.
Pym has taken over the land, covering everything in ice, remaking the world how she deems fit. She didn't stop to think if it was good for anyone else. She just did it because she wanted to. Even when the other elementals, the princesses, refused to help her, she forced them to.
They denied their precious birthright. So I cast a mega spell that tapped into their true selves.
The pattern is clear. Nobody can get close to Pym because she ruins any kind of positive relationship she has by trying to force it to be on her terms. She's not super malicious, at least not how you'd normally think. Instead, she simply doesn't understand why others can't abide by her rules, by her way of thinking. And that alone hurts her.
I planned this gorgeous ball and shrimp buffet to celebrate with the other elementals, but none of them came.
She's depressed, lamenting what took place, without even truly realizing that she was the cause of it all.
Yeah, she's the cause of it. Now she's alone, and now she reflects on her actions. That is crazy. Yeah, really low-key crazy.
It doesn't get better either.
Yeah.
In Skyhooks 2, rather than accept that she's the reason she's isolated, she says that she failed.
Boy, did I fail deep.
And seals herself off again.
Well, maybe I'll try again in another 1,000 years. I'm not sticking around to see how this ends. Mr. Fox, please roll me someplace safe.
Who knows if she'll ever accept that this prison that affects her so much was all her fault. It's a prison a lot of us have also built in real life. We isolate ourselves in our cold prisons without even realizing it, pushing people away, assuming they won't
How she froze herself and then not eat nothing in days? That's in years, months, and days, bro. She should low-key supposed to be dead like that ass, bro. Like, she lucky she got ice powers, so she would probably eating on some motherfucking ice sandwiches in that bitch, ice cubes, bro. I don't even know.
Stand us, or maybe we'll just only accept love and friendship on our own rigid, self-imposed terms. It feels safer that way. Like Patience, we might throw a party no one attends, then convince ourselves the world is cruel instead of asking whether we ever opened the door. Sometimes loneliness isn't just something that happens to us. Sometimes we maintain it. That doesn't mean we deserve to be alone, but it does mean we have to ask a hard question.
It's crazy.
Are we willing to let go of...
It's crazy that Finn's mom, dead ass, wanted to save a lot of other people, so she sent her whole body into the city so she could make sure them people is taken care and safe. Because the first time we saw Sam or some shit, whatever the girl name is, Sam, she couldn't speak or nothing like that. And it's like we were just trying to figure out. I think it was like season 1 or season 2-ish. If somebody could correct me right. So I already got a nigga who already corrected me right. He watch he about to He about to be out. And nigga's about to be on some fucking demon time and trying to look through the episode, trying to see if I'm fucking wrong. Like, god damn, off my shit. God damn. Anywho, back what I was saying. It's crazy that she really did some shit like that. And me and my personally, I would never do some shit like that. Nah, it depends though. What is my purpose of being in VR now? And let's say, okay, boom, they pull the plug. Now, what could they possibly do? Think about it. Think about it. They never think that far.
Of absolute control if it means building something real with someone else? Because connection can't be forced. No. It has to be chosen mutually, vulnerably, and sometimes imperfectly.
Something telling me I should go ahead and do these videos right now, and all I gotta do is wake up and edit them. But one side of me is like, damn, I don't want to do that. I don't want to wake up and fucking do it. Oh shit!
Reach your impossible, Lenovo Legion.
And that's where Adventure Time's brilliance really shows, because the show doesn't just warn us about isolation, it shows us what it takes to break free from it. While the ice elementals are fundamentally flawed and drive themselves into loneliness, there are also some characters that choose to be alone. Like the Lich, for example.
The Lich.
What makes the Lich so...
Man, just look at that shit, bro. Oh my fucking god, bro. That shit just scared the fuck out of you. Yeah, just, son, just looking at that bitch for a little bit. Hour and a minute saying, you want to be terrified as a little nigga? Shit, I would.
So unique is that he does have a goal and purpose that he'll stop at nothing to achieve. No other relationships on the side, no other desires.
Yo, ain't the Lich turned to a little baby after fending them through that thing on him? I think he like recarbonated on some shit like that. Back to a baby, so he probably wouldn't even never knew what the evil form was. That's crazy. Damn, poor Billy, son. Look at Billy. Ain't Billy had this whole theme song? Billy! Something like that. I don't know how he went.
This relentless attempt to succeed at destroying all life in the universe has actually just stripped him of everything he could have.
His only desire is to destroy life.
Any alternative purpose, any other meaning. Because in the end, when he wins, he's left with nothing. His drive for destruction leaves him completely and utterly alone.
I think we're not in danger. He seems really depressed.
No matter if it's Evergreen, him, or the Lich himself, being alone can be a palace, or a prison, of our own doing. But being cold or choosing to burn down all life in the universe is not the only reason we can find ourselves alone. As Adventure Time teaches, the decision to isolate yourself can cause others around you to have the same thing happen to them, even if you never intended that to happen. Take Simon, for example. The crown began to control him. It broke his mind, turning him into a man that no one could recognize. It didn't give him a choice either, and he didn't just lose his mind. He isolated himself out of his relationship with Betty and later had to isolate himself from Marceline because he was afraid of hurting her. Not because he wanted to, but because he had to, or felt like he had to. It's like when someone's struggling with mental illness.
I felt like low-key, it was, and when Marceline realized and thought about, that ass, I remember Ice King, and these, Finn and Jake, they ain't remember these niggas. They ain't even remember these two actually linking. Ice King said that he saved her life. He had to use that crown, unless they were both gonna be dead, and it was gonna be one of them things. Damn, bro. But the side effect of messing with that crown is fucked up his own head and all that shit. And he was trying to be going back to regular old Simon, bro. He couldn't, bro. The crown fucked him up. His whole mindset was messed up, bro. That's crazy, bro.
Or addiction. They don't really want to pull away from the people they love, but the pain or the fear of being a burden makes them disappear anyway. Not out of selfishness, but out of survival. In contrast to Simon, choosing to isolate yourself doesn't have to be to save others. It can also be done as a way of protecting yourself, like PB does.
I'm not gonna live forever, Finn. I would if I could.
She has a lot of responsibilities, but because of this, she tries to close off her emotions and never engages emotionally with anyone. Having to constantly make decisions for thousands can lead to a feeling of helplessness over time. And for Bubblegum, allowing herself to open up feels like losing control even more. So instead, she does what any normal princess would do: build an ultra-controlling monster in order to keep her kingdom in check, even when she's gone.
Seamlessly trade stocks and crypto. Trade all in one place on Robinhood.
Dinner time is the time for us to connect as a family.
We talk all the time.
I'm not playing.
What's most fascinating about Goliad, though, is the fact that it has PB's DNA, which gives us a pretty good idea of her innermost DNA thoughts.
You can't just control people or whatever. It's messed up.
No, Finn. This way's good.
And what shows a bigger loss of control than opening up emotionally and letting people in Varmints, PB even admits this. She's taken a break from ruling to live on her own little farm, but when Marceline shows up, things become awkward quickly. Marceline was the closest anyone had ever gotten to PB emotionally before PB pushed her away. And Bubblegum keeps pushing her away, simply out of reflex, seemingly.
You could have talked to me about it.
Yeah, 'cause you're so dang rational.
But this behavior of shutting people off, acting cold, and pushing them away is just a desperate grab for control of your own normal. Focus on control, shut off your emotions.
Yeah, and they end up dating. I remember that shit. That's crazy, bro. My nigga Finn end up dating nobody at the end, bro. That's crazy, bro. Yeah, he was falling in love with PB at one point. I think Marceline, he was trying to talk to Marceline. He had feelings for a little bit of Marceline. But Marceline turned him down. He turned him down and talk about, whoa, I look at you as a friend. No, not like that. And shit like that, you know? Then he messed with Flame Princess. That shit didn't end up good. What else happened? Then he was going around kissing other random chicks. That shit didn't end up. So nigga just felt loneliness and just started being an adventure boy. Now, I mean, yeah.
And it'll all just be okay. A lot of us have tried this at least once. We think that if we throw ourselves into our work, avoid opening up to real emotions and real connections, then we can't get hurt, right? In the end, if people are disapproving of the fake persona you've built, it'll never feel real to you. It'll just always feel like they're rejecting this alternative persona of you, this mask. It's a wall you've built around yourself for your own protection. But it ends up pushing away everyone you've loved.
I tried. I really, really tried. I thought that if I shut everything out and just focused on work, it would all be okay. And look where that landed me. All I managed to do was push everyone away.
Huntress Wizard is another example of this. When Finn is...
And at least she have enough courage enough to talk to a close friend about that. Because some people, they'll be still stuck in that shit in years. And then they finally realize when they like having kids, you know, they're like, damn, I really pushed a lot of people out in my life. And it's crazy.
Seeing her first instinct is to shut him out.
Stop. This isn't working, Finn.
As it turns out, though, Huntress Wizard and Finn aren't actually dating. They're simply trying to summon the spirit of the forest in a very flirty way, right? The two do have feelings for each other, so why is Huntress Wizard seemingly so cold? It's not that she doesn't want a relationship with him, but she does fear what'll happen if she does.
If I ever find what I'm looking for, I'll become soft and I'll cease to matter in this world.
What?
She fears entrapment, closure, fears what'll happen if she loses control over her own free journey. So rather than let go of her control, she chooses to be alone.
Fear of softness is what drove me to the mad and sad world of wizarding.
Adventure Time teaches us that control feels safe and can keep you safe, but it'll also keep you alone and isolated. The real bravest decision isn't to isolate, but to let someone in. Finn's arc. Finn seeks intimacy. His entire journey is guided by failed relationships and chasing and wanting love, being abandoned by his biological parents, being pushed away by bubblegum, his relationship with the Flame Princess. His journey is defined by emotional growing pains. He wants intimacy more than anything else, but love just confuses him. He runs from it, towards it, manipulates it, and even just tries forcing it just to avoid feeling alone. But nothing he does seems to solve it. Not even everything that happens in...
I mean, I could agree a little bit of that, because sometimes I ain't like that. Loneliness does kill a nigga. I mean, not actually like, you know, like dead, bro. Like, loneliness does kill me sometimes, and I'm gonna reflect off of this. It does, bro, because, I mean, like, once you lonely, you really ain't got nobody to talk to. And, I mean, I come here every day, do everything, come with a positive mood to be on YouTube, because I know, like, it's a small growth, and I got 1K point of videos. I mean, probably half of them short, so I don't even know, to be honest with you. But on some real stuff, bro, like, there's times, like, loneliness does keep my ass, and I just be playing music, or I just try to, sometimes people call me, I call back and see how they doing, but I still feel lonely because I just need company. People, like, I mean, like, you know, through the phone stuff, it's funny, it's fun, all, man, look a lot. I can keep with you on the phone, but I need to see you in person, bro. I need to laugh in person. I need a hug. I need a, you know, let's do this in person. And like, I hardly haven't seen people this year that much besides on the phone, bro. And it's really crazy. Or I shoot a text, see what my bestie Westy up to, see what my other friends got going on. I be texting people. I be seeing what everybody else got going on. But like sometimes I really like just want to come see y'all, bro. Hug y'all, spend time with y'all. Might stay over there, go home probably after 2 days, you know, and talk about it, bro. Yes. It's a lot of things that's going on at the wrong. I feel like a lot of things is a test. I feel like I'm getting tested by the man of the above, and I'm feeling like I'm slowly getting there day by day. I'm proving. I appreciate that he's waking me up, making sure my friends get up. Everybody, I appreciate that, and I appreciate everything he's doing. Is all I could do is just keep going and moving forward, even if I have to. Sometimes, I mean, nothing wrong being. I mean, look, ain't nothing wrong with being lonely, but it get to a point that you don't want to be that lonely. So yeah, I mean, I'm cool with lonely now. I'm cool with it, but I like most of the time I want to be 50-50 with loneliness. Like, yeah, I want to be by myself sometimes. Yeah, I fuck with that, but let me have some people to come over, or let me go see people and shit like that. So that's what I just wanted to put my point of view on that shit.
All the Little People, where Finn receives a mysterious bag of magical little copies of everyone he knows, and his first thought is to experiment with them to find how to make connections and relationships between them, his little dolls. He wants to avoid feeling alone so badly that he creates relationships that shouldn't even exist.
What the ball, man?
It's not that he's just playing with toys, because this goes far deeper than that. Even though that's his defense when Jake confronts him, his fundamental goal here is to force others to love him. Though he has so many friends, he doesn't really feel a true connection with any one of them, maybe besides for Jake. His form of loneliness goes deeper than physical. It's a void of love. He's willing to poke, prod, and try to manipulate his romantic relationships into working how he wants, rather than how they should be. But this tendency doesn't solve the issue. It doesn't bring Finn closer with anyone. It doesn't help him find love, and sometimes it pushes people away and hurts the ones he loves most. And by the time he realizes what he's done, it seems like it's too late. So how does he fix it? Well, he does it by being honest, open, and leaving people alone.
This may be the last ad you ever see. Because with the free ad block extension from Capital One Shopping,
alone and being vulnerable.
Hey, ladies! This is Big Finn! I caused all the problems! It wasn't anyone's fault!
His feelings of loneliness and cravings for connections hurt others, and in the end, he has to leave it all alone to let things heal.
Okay, goodbye! I'm not coming back!
But what's the way back? Once we accept that we're alone, how do we find a path to something more connected? Well, Adventure Time doesn't promise that we'll never be alone or always be alone, but there's almost always a way back from any situation. For some of us, we choose isolation out of pride, and by eventually letting go of that pride, we can find a connection with others and allow ourselves to be vulnerable and sometimes wrong. Sometimes we're isolated through the actions of others, actions outside of ourselves. But for those affected by ourselves, we don't have to stay that way forever. It might mean that the path will be hard, but it never means it's impossible. What Adventure Time does promise us is that when we let go, whether of control, fear, or pride, there are some people who will care for us and will be able to develop stronger relationships. It just shows us that even in the darkest, coldest abyss, someone might be out there trying to reach you. So don't push them away. Yeah, connection takes courage. It takes vulnerability and forgiveness. But connection starts with you. Even if you've been forced into isolation or isolated yourself out of fear of losing control, or you're just struggling with love. Whether it's a vampire, a wizard, or a boy with a sword like Finn, the ones who truly heal are the ones who finally open up. Sometimes being seen can be the scariest thing of all, but it's also where the healing begins. For Finn, his journey.
Anywho, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Follow our social media gonna pop up on the screen. I see y'all when I see y'all. Lay out to the bottom of my heart. And I'm out.